In terms of the very large predatory IRA companies, Charlie, who explicitly target senior citizens, I know of one, and I'm not going to say who it is. The average markup that they sell, even a 1 ounce gold eagle, core bullion product, that in and of itself is money. It's an 80% markup. The entire philosophy of owning gold, Charlie, shouldn't be immediately forfeited on your very first transaction.
Welcome to Bullion Standard Podcast. Brother, how's your day gone?
Not too bad, Charlie. Today is Thursday, Charlie, December 18th, 2025. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Thank you again for joining us for another episode here at Bullion Standard. Charlie, we're going to be switching it up a bit today. We're going to just kind of give a little bit of a update on kind of the market, and specifically, we're going to be reviewing 5 really popular bullion products, okay? Make it 6. 6 really popular bullion
Should we just
products.
go 7?
No, we're going to keep it at
Lucky
6.
7?
It's going to be 5 with a bonus. Specifically, we want to talk about the bid-ask spread of these products. Something we haven't really done is kind of riffed on our own offering, Bullion Standard Pro, the industry's first true direct-to-consumer wholesale membership product in the bullion and precious metals industry. Charlie, there's 2 forms of a market for most industries out there. There's wholesale and there's retail. This is pretty common stuff. From anything from manufacturing to cars to anything. You have wholesale and you have retail. That's also true in the bullion and precious metals industry. With the speed at which information has been traveling the past few years, makes what we're offering a reality. And the reality is a lower transaction cost such that it would enable somebody to save, my gosh, in the case of some of these larger orders we've been processing, tens of thousands of dollars on one trade compared to even the cheapest retail rate that I have identified out in the market. And I keep very close tabs on all of our competitors, Charlie. So we just want to talk about some of the really popular products. These are the core foundational bullion products. We want to talk about the bid and the ask, what the spread is, and just kind of give everybody an update on what it looks like out there.
What's just the explicit benefit of having a very small spread between the bid and the ask?
Yeah, that's a really powerful question. One I love to answer. The benefit is, imagine the stock market, okay? We've talked about this a lot, but I love to bring this up because it puts it into perspective. You log into your stock brokerage account. Charles Schwab, Robinhood, Interactive Brokers, E-Trade, whoever you have, and you want to pull up something that you want to buy, publicly traded security. Maybe you want to buy SPY, the S&P 500 ETF. Maybe you want to buy GLD, Gold Miners ETF. Maybe you want to get really crazy and buy GDXJ, Junior Miner Gold Index.
Just really take on some volatility.
Yes. And you log into your account and you see a bid and an ask in a deep, liquid, and transparent marketplace. If you want to make a trade, you just hit the button on your phone. There is no retail markup to that price. It's the market price. It exists as itself, and it is void of any kind of nonsense kind of markup, markdown, whatever. It's just the market price. What we're doing with Bullion Standard Pro is the exact same philosophy, aggregating live bid-ask product pricing from the depths of the wholesale market. Large players in the industry processing billions of dollars per year in transaction volume, who literally set the price, the bid and the ask for all of the very popular bullion products that we offer at bullionstandard.com. And we pass that pricing directly along to our customers. I was talking to somebody recently, and they said something like, "Oh, you must be making a lot of money on this transaction." And I had to tell them, we don't make a dime on a Bullion Standard Pro member trade. It's a complete break-even for us, Charlie. The only thing we're making money on is our monthly members, recurring membership. $35 a month right now. It's very hard to beat. So yes, Charlie, there are customers of ours saving tens of thousands of dollars for a $35 per month membership fee. And I am so happy to be able to offer something like this. It puts the biggest grin on my face when someone calls and said, wow, I got to tell you, compared to what I was buying at from my local brick and mortar shop, game changer, absolute game changer.
Well, one of the things I really appreciate about you and the work that you've done over the past decade is you've really been a powerful stand for people to be able to not lose value in their purchases. And I think what you've said in the past to me is, yeah, it's pretty challenging for you to see people make purchases and they're not getting the best value for their dollar. And so the whole premise of investing in gold, storing your generation of wealth that you've put your blood, sweat, and tears into sometimes, most of the time, the benefit of having that in gold is that you're preserving it. And then what you've told me in the past is, well, people take a pretty big haircut as soon as they buy retail.
In terms of the very large predatory IRA companies, Charlie, who explicitly target senior citizens, I know of one, and I'm not going to say who it is. I'm not at liberty to say. But they're one of the largest, and you could do a quick Google search and probably find out who I'm talking about. The average markup that they sell, even a 1 ounce gold eagle, core bullion product, that in and of itself is money. It should be worth money, not money plus 80%. It's an 80% markup. The entire philosophy of owning gold, Charlie, shouldn't be immediately forfeited on your very first transaction. So if somebody's paying 80% today for a gold eagle, spot price gold needs to go up 80% for that person just to break even. It's heartbreaking. Some of the big online retailers who are competitors, same thing, not as aggressive, but it's pretty bad. It's really, really bad.
So you've created Bullion Standard Pro to have an offering where people can retain as much of their wealth, as much of their foundation as possible. And I love to see the joy in your face when you talk about it, and when you I imagine for you see that of massive benefit and helping a lot of people.
Absolutely. Yep. That's what we're all about. We are about really trying to do something great here, Charlie. We're trying to make bullion trading just like the stock market. There's a bid, there's an ask, that's it. There's no markup, there's no markdown. It's the market price. It's not an inflated retail price that you get a price depending on, who you talk to, or no, it's just the price. There's one price, that's it. So yeah, before we jump into these products, and we'll talk about the bid-ask spread and kind of just riff on this a little bit. There's a couple things I wanted to chat about that come to mind for me about I see our competitors doing, and I just want to kind of talk about them for a minute because they really piqued my interest.
Okay.
The first thing is we have a fair number of competitors who will offer a spot price deal, okay? And it goes something like this. Hey, if you're a brand new customer to our business, we'll give you 5 ounces of silver at spot price. This really great big deal, Charlie, we're selling the market maker wholesale ask right now for 1 ounce silver rounds is 80 cents per ounce under spot price right now. So how about we save someone a couple $100 on their order as opposed to offering them 5 silver ounces for spot price? Really big gimmick there.
It's marketing, and we live in a world, at least here in the United States, where we have free and open markets, and great, I'm totally okay with people marketing, and I think what we've got here is a little competition in the market.
It's one of the most competitive industries in the country, I would say. especially given the last few years in which the speed at which information travels has rapidly accelerated, driving even more competition, I would say. So, yeah, absolutely. And yeah, I don't mean to dock any of these people who are doing this. I'm just simply trying to make an observation from my point of view that it just seems like a total gimmick and, something that, if you're listening to this, why not save a few $100s on a pro member trade? The second thing I wanted to mention is that we have actually a fair number of people who call when we're speaking with them and they ask something like, hey, can I get a better deal because I called in? That is a conditioned question from the point of view where if you have retail pricing and it's very high, sure, yeah, we'll give you a discount if you call in and ask for a discount. But when I have these conversations and our customer service team has these conversations, we simply say, hey, this is the market price. There's no room to discount getting a better price simply for calling in because of its transparency and the structure. All prices are live on each product page. They refresh every 5 seconds. It would kind of be the same philosophy as calling Charles Schwab and saying, hey, I'd like to buy SPY. Can I get a better price if I call in and place the trade? Well, unfortunately not. There's a bid and then an ask, and that's it. And it's just kind of the market price, Charlie. And so, yeah, I just thought I'd mention those two things. And
well, one of the things I see to point out is you don't get anything you don't ask for. So, fair enough. People call in. They're being proactive.
Absolutely.
The worst thing they could get is a no. The other thing I'm thinking about right now is, everyone loves to feel as though they got a discount. You know what I mean? So in essence, Bullion Standard Pro has eliminated that immediate satisfaction of like, oh, I could call in and I could get a discount and I'm working for the best price. And it's like, well, you don't have to. It's already there. It's the best price is already there. No one has to do any work. Maybe the work to do would be to, check it out, do your own research, do a little searching and see what the Bullion Standard Pro price is and, see what other retail prices are.
All right, Charlie. So let's jump right into it. Product number 1. Silver American Eagle BU, one of the most popular silver bullion coins on the face of planet Earth. This is the kingpin silver bullion product. U.S. Mint makes it, been manufacturing it since 1986. It arguably retains its premium even when you go to resell it. It'll always have a bid that's above spot price. So let's talk about what the bid and ask is today in the spread. So for 1 ounce Silver Eagle BU, brilliant uncirculated, the bid is plus 15 cents per ounce right now. The ask is $1.30 per ounce right now. That is a bid-ask spread of 2.67%. That is very aggressive. That is a very tight spread. Silver Eagles typically trade. Charlie, I was looking at Silver Eagles before we filmed on some competitor websites. It is absolutely mind-numbing to me how much is being charged for Silver Eagles at the retail level right now. We're talking $7 to $10 per ounce more than what the wholesale market maker ask is per
like 20%?
coin. Oh, yeah. Yep.
The spread is 10 times what the pro price would be, essentially.
Correct. Yep. That's just the wholesale rate. That is the most competitive bid and the most competitive ask amongst an aggregate of wholesale market makers right now.
So it would serve someone if they're making a large purchase of American Silver Eagles to take a look at Bullion Standard Pro.
Really, any quantity over, of course it depends on the specific quantity. Someone could break even on the $35 per month membership fee, but for most people it is well below that $35 threshold of, so if you're buying five coins, 4 coins, 6 coins, something like that, it's obviously not worth it. And, we do offer competitive retail pricing. But product number 2, almost in terms of popularity, the same as the Silver Eagle. 90% junk silver. These are quarters, dimes, and half dollars, Charlie, minted prior to 1965, so 1964 and prior.
I didn't know that 90% junk silver was so popular.
Oh, it's very popular.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
What are some of the reasons why?
It was a previously circulating U.S. issue. Some people like the historic component of it. Obviously, it's not manufactured anymore. It's just one of those great American silver bullion products. People love it. It's a little bit, you could like hold a little bit of history in your hand. And then we could get deep in the weeds with like Morgan silver dollars. But
so if someone wants to buy 90% junk silver, they're going to buy it by the ounce? They're going to buy it by the coin?
They're going to buy it by per $1 face value. So 2 halves, 4 quarters, 10 dimes, or any combination that totals $1 face value.
Got it.
This is a really interesting product right now because both the bid and the ask are very well under spot price. Okay, Here we go. $5.50 under spot per ounce bid. $4.10 under spot per ounce ask. That is a bid ask spread of 2.64%.
Oh,
very, very close. Very similar to the 1 ounce silver eagle right now.
Is it below spot because there's an extra amount of effort or work needed to get to pure silver? Like, in other words, if you're going to melt it down, you're going to have a little bit of an extra cost to melt it down to get to pure silver. So that's kind of a discount for that purpose.
That's exactly right. And specifically, I have never seen it this far below spot going back 15 years, Charlie. And there's a reason why it's this far back right now, because a lot of refineries who are, transforming this product back into big 1,000-ounce COMEX bars for the futures market are backlogged. And so given the status of all the refineries throughout the country, you could just trade this stuff for under spot. And I don't anticipate that to last for very long, by the way. I think that as more favor returns to the physical retail denominated market, we have more buying pressure. Those spread, or that bid and ask, will go above spot as it has always been historically.
Okay.
Product number 3, a 1 ounce silver round, random manufacturer. So this could be like a Engelhard round. It could be a Sunshine Mint round. It could be a Johnson Matthey round. It could be whatever we have on stock. 1 ounce silver round, random manufacturer. Per ounce, Charlie, minus $2 per ounce from spot for the bid, minus 80 cents per ounce for the ask. So if you wanted to sell your 1 ounce silver rounds, $2 under spot per ounce. You wanted to buy 1 ounce silver rounds, 80 cents per ounce under spot. That's a bid ask spread of 2.33%. 1 ounce rounds are very popular. Obviously, I picked the most popular bullion products, so probably number 4 or 5 in terms of overall how well it's ordered here at Bullion Standard anyway. So those are some silver products. By the way, spot silver today is $65.53, Charlie. We obviously almost hit a new record high recently, about $67 per ounce in silver.
We've been hitting some record highs over the last few weeks.
Absolutely. And so let's talk about gold. We have a couple gold products, and we have a bonus product. So we'll start off with a 1 ounce gold eagle. Just like the 1 ounce silver eagle, Charlie, the 1 ounce gold eagle is the kingpin dominant gold bullion product by far.
It's pretty spectacular.
Yeah, obviously.
I love that coin.
Yeah, 1 ounce gold eagles. And then, they make half ounce, quarter ounce, 10th ounce.
I would say the 1 ounce gold eagle is probably my favorite coin, bullion.
Oh, yeah.
By far.
Yeah,
it's just a beautiful coin to hold in your hand and look at. And oh, man.
Minted by the U.S. Mint, very popular. All of the U.S. Mint products enjoyed total dominance in the market, obviously, because it's a U.S. Mint product. And it has that recognizability. It has that liquidity such that it always has a premium over spot on both the bid and the ask, typically. That can't be said for most other bullion products. Okay, here we go. Bid 0.3% under spot price per ounce. 0.3% under spot if you wanted to sell your 1 ounce gold eagle. 0.6% over spot ask. So if you wanted to buy a 1 ounce gold eagle, It'd be spot price plus 0.6%. That is a bid-ask spread of approximately 1%. Very low transaction cost, Charlie, when we're talking about physical gold bullion products. All right, product number 2 for gold, Charlie. 1 ounce gold bar, random manufacture in an assay card. This is probably number 2 popular product in terms of gold bullion ownership. So this could be like a Valcambi bar, a Pamp Suisse bar, a Rand Refinery bar. My gosh, there's tons of manufacturers for these 1 ounce COMEX LBMA accredited brand 1 ounce gold bars in an assay card.
Kyle, tell me what an assay card is.
The assay card is, of course, the little plastic insert that 1 ounce gold bars are placed inside of after they're manufactured. Usually has a serial number associated with the bar on it, identifying what it is.
So the assay card has the serial number, or is it the bar that has it?
Both. Some of them have both.
So the assay card and the bar have serial numbers that match. So it's kind of like a way to validate and originate that this ounce of gold is what the assay card says it is.
Yep. If it's like a Swiss refiner, it usually has the signature of the assayer from that particular refinery or that particular mint. So for the bid, it's 0.35% under spot price per ounce.
Oh, wow.
So right there at spot. The ask is $9 over spot per ounce right now. That is a bid-ask spread of 0.69%. 0.69%. Very low for the 1 ounce gold bar. Obviously, this is a very liquid product. And if you are buying and selling 1 ounce gold bars through Bullion Standard Pro, you would be having a very, very low processing and transaction fee associated with that. Okay, final product. Here's our bonus product for everybody,
Here we
Charlie.
go. Drum roll.
Let's go into a little bit of a fractional gold. Fractional gold, the lower denominated you go, all the way down to like half gram product, 1 gram product. We have a 1/50th of an ounce product, 1/25th of an ounce product, Australian Philharmonic 1/25th ounce gold product. These lower denominated retail products arguably have the highest markup at the retail level. They have a higher markup just at the wholesale level, like at the rate the mint would sell an authorized distributor that product. And so it goes both ways. But once that lower denominated bullion product gets in the hand of a retailer, the markup there is just absolutely egregious.
Well, on a percentage basis.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that would make sense to me because, the nominal amount for a 1 ounce gold product, it's in the, high $4,000 range right now. So, the nominal amount is pretty high with a small percentage. And when you have if you have a 10th ounce gold coin, the nominal amount on that same percentage is very little. So that makes sense to me.
Right. So we're going to look at the bonus product now. It is a 1/4 ounce gold American Eagle. So it is a fractional gold product. You think naturally this might have a higher transaction cost or a higher bid-ask spread than some of these lower products. Well, right now, the bid for a 1/4 ounce gold Eagle is spot price.
Oh, wow.
The ask is 2% over spot price on a per ounce basis. So if you had 4 1/4 ounce gold Eagles, 2% over spot, that's the premium for those 4 coins. That is a bid-ask spread, obviously, 2%. Very low, even for fractional products.
I really like the 1/4 ounce coin too. Yeah, that's probably my second favorite bullion product.
Oh, I'm glad I picked it then. I like all the products. They're all great.
I know.
We'll have to showcase some products on camera for
I love that
one of
you
our
love
next
all the
episodes.
products.
So yeah, that's a little bit of an overview of some of these bullion products, where they're at today. Disclaimer: bullion premiums and bullion bid and asks and the bid-ask spread of all these products are subject to change at any time. Charlie, as operating as we do, we don't set the prices of these products. They are set by the market makers themselves. So we are sourcing bid-ask product pricing, not setting it ourselves. Obviously, the depth, transparency, and liquidity of the wholesale market is so enormous we're talking billions of dollars in retail denominated products available to be delivered on at any time. No person can match that. No individual can match that. No coin store can match that. And so the pricing is literally set by these industry players. Again, this could be a mint, distributor, authorized purchaser of United States Mint bullion products. Any big institution out there who has a very liquid two-way bullion trading desk. And that pricing obviously is a Bullion Standard Pro member, Charlie, gets exactly that passed directly to our members.
Okay, Kyle. Well, we've got 6 different products. We've got distinguish the bid-ask spread when you're inside the Bullion Pro membership. What else do we want to share with our potential and our current Bullion Standard Pro members?
Yeah, if you feel like you might get some value out of being able to trade at wholesale, we recommend you check out bullionstandard.com/pro. You might find something there that you like as far as product selection goes. Obviously, inside of the structure, we do have a very large catalog, about 3,000 SKUs. We are out of stock on quite a lot of them right now, Charlie. I think we're at like 1,600 or 1,700 that are actually in stock, live, ready to go. That's been a bit tumultuous as of late because of the state of the market. It's been very volatile.
Lots of demand.
Lots of demand. For some more of the niche products, those have been particularly hard to keep in stock. Like a Geiger Mint product comes to mind for me. So stuff like that. But yeah, other than that, if you found this episode helpful, we would sincerely appreciate it if you would like, share, and subscribe. If you know somebody who would like access to wholesale bullion trading, we highly recommend checking out Bullion Standard Pro. And thank you so much for joining us. Charlie, any departing thoughts for our current and former members and people who might be interested in joining Bullion Standard Pro?
Yeah, I don't know if I have any thoughts necessarily for Bullion Standard Pro to talk about, but I would. We're getting towards the end of the year. Is there anything new or exciting that you've learned this year? Anything that stands out for you?
In the context of what we're doing here, yes. And we were talking a bit off camera about this, and I think it's really important to note as we're kind of wrapping up the end of the year here. I am noticing, not just in the precious metal space, but in the entire commodities complex, this return to tangibility. Robert Friedland, a copper mining mogul, recently put out on X this really interesting piece, and he used specific words like the West has been prioritizing crypto over copper, something like banking over blast furnaces. And he said this in a way that is painting the picture of that we are in a true, we are on the precipice of a true commodity super cycle right now. And silver is one of those. Platinum is one of those commodities. Palladium and rhodium are part of those commodities. There has been decades of underinvestment in all of these materials, Charlie, such that almost all of them are in supply deficit where we consume more than are actually produced out of the ground. And now a gentleman from Bank of America has actually come out and said that something like 2026 is going to be the big one, the big year for commodities. And so what has happened this year in 2025, I think, is a taste for what's to come when it comes to, number one, having a commodity that's in supply deficit, and number two, having underinvestment in that commodity for decades, such that we could throw all the money we want at it right now. It's not going to change anything. It's not going to make silver grow out of the ground faster.
So, is it the thing that you've learned is something like the evidence is in, we've done the experiment, and we have underinvested, and now we're seeing silver sniff this out, gold has sniffed this out, among other things. What else have you seen that has kind of sniffed out this or exposed this underinvestment in commodities and mining?
the price action justifying the narrative around all this stuff. Let's take a quick trip through memory lane. Let's go back 3 years. Okay, ready? Charlie, 3 years ago in October 2022, silver was about $17 an ounce. It's $67 just shy of today. That perfectly sums it up for me.
Okay, there it is. There it is, folks. The evidence is in. We have a very clear understanding of where we're at with our commodities super cycle. Is that what we're calling it?
I would say that's a fair assessment.
Okay. And the consensus is we're still in the beginning of that process.
Early innings.
Okay.
Early innings.
Well, what a great time to be alive, Kyle.
It's a very interesting period. Absolutely.
Okay, anything else?
No, I'll have you sign us off.
Okay. Thanks for taking some time out of your busy schedules. Again, we're very grateful. Thank you, Kyle, for your commitment to bringing the most value to the most people that's available in what you do. And I'm very grateful for you as well. We hope everyone has a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Be safe out there. Take your time. It's that time of the season where, it's good to slow it down. So have a lot of patience with yourself, have a lot of patience with others. And, hopefully we can all find something to be very grateful for and appreciate. And Happy New Year.